And we are live. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Reese Russell Show. My name is Reese Russell. We got a phenomenal episode coming up today. I got my two special guests, Nate and Roscoe, getting comfy over there on the couch. But first, Brian Walsh, Massachusetts man named Brian Walsh, Googled on December 27th, how to get a divorce and what's the best state to get a divorce in. January 1st, his wife comes up missing. Yesterday, they have Brian Walsh in court, sitting in front of everybody, while the district attorney reads off the Google searches this man did right while his wife was going missing. And it included, what's the best way to get rid of a body? Can baking soda make a body smell good?
Good.
Also, a lot of things about how to they didn't even find the body. He figured out the best way to get rid of the body, which apparently is incineration, because they didn't find the body, but they did find 10 bags full of hacksaws and bloody clothes, including his DNA and her DNA, but they didn't find the body. He also Googled, can you get away with murder if they don't have a body? Well, maybe he got a yes to that answer. I don't know the answer to that question, so I'm going to pass this off to the panel with the first question is, matter of fact, give a short intro. Nat.
I'm here.
Bam.
I exist.
You exist. How are you existing? How's 2023 for you?
Full of whiskey and regret already.
The two W's.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also going to learn the alphabet this year, so that'll be fun.
I said regret starts with a W, so I'm going to learn that motherfucker too.
Sounds correct to me.
Roscoe.
First off, I got a question. How'd you get 10 bags of shit bloody? 10. That's a lot of Is these little grocery bags? Or is these big trash bags? Because that's a sloppy murder.
10 bags full of shit. And there was there's literally no body parts found. So everything else, how hard is it?
I mean, how hard is it? Clearly hard enough if you're the one who does it, right? You can't just go whacking your wife and then expect them not to look at you. So, and then on top of that, with the Google searches, you got to know they're tracking you, bro. Go incognito mode.
Incognito, that's the best way.
You got to do something. Get a VPN because you got to protect yourself from the government, bro. Get a VPN. Search Google in Switzerland. There's no extradition from Switzerland. It don't matter if you're there or not. They can't get the data.
Can't get you.
They can't get you. And the problem is Google done sold out. I was fine with them selling my ads to fucking Man Soap and Manscaped and Bespoke Post. Blue Chew. I'm happy with them sending my information to them because I get good products. But now they're sharing information with the government? There ain't nothing good the government could do for me.
I don't know if he could protect himself from it, though, because he Googled the shit on his son's iPad. Ain't no protection from that. he went to look up where's mommy and it popped up. How do you get rid of a body? He was like, I don't fucking know. That's wrong.
Tell me where your iPad at.
I don't know if you can blame Google for this one. They gave all the protections necessary. I don't know how old the son was.
We're on exactly the opposite end. My whole summarization, I've thought about this a lot since the last 20 seconds you told me about this case. I think Google's to blame.
You blame Google?
I blame Google. He is not accountable for this supposed murder.
There's nobody.
Nobody. Okay, OJ walk around. It's fine.
Nobody.
But I think, because you know how you said, what did he start with? Googling how to get a divorce.
Mm-hmm. He tried.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. He started from a good place, right? And then what does Google do? It's done it to all of us. At the bottom of the page, suggested searches.
Hacksaw.
Yeah, it was like, why even divorce, Brian? Okay? was like, here's how to get rid of a body with baking soda. And he was like, oh, I didn't even think about that, Google. And he just we've all fallen down the rabbit hole. This is a rabbit hole.
So Google's even more to blame than giving away the search history. They
told
gave him the idea.
Yeah, he was trying. He said divorce. Divorce is the key.
She went missing
Free
on the
him.
first.
Free him.
What's his name?
Brian Walsh
Free Brian.
of Massachusetts.
Of Massachusetts.
The good saint.
The great.
Free Brian. Okay, this is not his fault.
It ain't his fault.
No,
Oh,
this
shit.
Google make people do all kinds
He
of shit.
did. Like if I was a jury, before I convicted him, I would go, he did try. He did.
That's all I care about.
And he got rid of the body. He
Yeah.
was successful with his Google
Yeah.
searches because they haven't
Googles-
found it.
If the search started with, how do you disintegrate an ankle? I'd be like, this is a nefarious motherfucker. But the fact that he started from a good point, we saw the seed, and then the rest of these events are just the spiral of Google. He should have used Bing.
He should have.
How do we know that any of this had anything to do with his wife? Okay.
Where we going here? I like this. Where we going? I like it.
What? There ain't no body. What if she just left? What if they wanted to get a divorce? Things were going bad. All he did was search up how to get rid of a body. A cat just died. It was bloody. He cleaned it up, put it in trash bags. But he ain't seen his wife since Tuesday.
He ain't seen her.
He ain't seen her since Tuesday. She went out for milk. She ain't come back.
That's even more plausible because I told you can't trust bitches. So she saw his search of how to get a divorce. She was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna lay this
You
out.
think you gonna divorce me?
She bought 10 hacksaws. She put them in a bag. She put all her period blood in 10 bags. She left. She like, okay. He was like, I don't know where all this came from. They're like, sure, Brian. You know, these bitches are fucked up. She ruined his life.
We're blaming them. So since she left, we can't ask her where she at.
Women's empowerment. She is where she wanna be.
She where she wanna be. So she sees her husband in there about to rot in jail, and she's out fresh.
Yeah, she vindictive. She probably happy about it. She drinking coffee at a diner going, I got that motherfucker.
So if we go on this deep, she's the one that Googled on the son's iPad, right?
No.
He did that?
He had to get rid of the kitten.
I think he okay. I think he got rid of that pussy. I think he got rid of that. Damn. He looked, I promise you, when I believe they investigated him first, went to his house, and talked about why she's missing, because I believe he reported her. So when he reported her, he had when they're like conducting the interview, he kind of had a smile on his face.
He's a good man.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Brian,
He's trying to stay positive. His wife just left him and framed him for murder.
And framed him for murder.
He's trying to be happy for her. And at the same time win his case. You know, it's a rock and a hard place for old Brian of Massachusetts.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, she just out there in Connecticut living high on the hog. I just know it.
If he did do it, I say he just winged the murder. I think he like beat her to death. I say he should have just winged the getting rid of the body. Like, it would have been better if he just literally took one bag, put her in a plat, zipped it up, and dumped it wherever he was gonna do. They found he should have Googled how to get rid of the evidence from when you do the things to the body.
Well, they would have been a little more suspicious. They would have been, hey, how to get rid of a body? Lots of bodies out here. Cat bodies, human bodies, dog bodies. How to get rid of evidence supposes you know you committed a crime.
How to get rid of a hacksaw.
How to get rid of a hacksaw. This is why I know Brian's innocent. Okay, this is why I know.
This is why you know.
Yeah. Because you said you think it was a sloppy murder. And if he killed her in the house, agreed it would be. But they ain't found no evidence in the house. They found a couple of bags. They ain't found... You can't steam cleaner out your carpet, right? if something happens, she fall onto the carpet, you ain't getting her out. You ain't re-grouting your tile floor, right? They're going to find something. They only found 10 bags.
10 bags of bloody something.
Not the hands.
That's a big period.
Hey, couple of kittens.
Don't underestimate a
Wasn't
period.
it? She might have had a placenta in that motherfucking bag.
She was just like, oh, your white T-shirts.
All you would have to do is put your crotch over 10 bags and sneeze. Okay? Periods be mighty. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I'm wet.
You should be. Sexy stuff here. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kick it to y'all. I don't know if he did it or not, but we found out how to not get rid of evidence throughout this case. So, next topic: Philadelphia Flyers hockey player. Flyers is hockey, right?
Sure.
I looked at the white dude. Is Flyers?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Gotta
give it
be
to
hockey. Even Provolv, Philadelphia Flyers. They had a Pride Jersey Day for hockey, and he refused to wear the jersey.
Good man.
He went into a press conference and said, he said other things. He said it's against my beliefs and my Russian Orthodox religion. But what I really got from that is y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. I'm not about to wear this. Can a company make you wear something that you don't want to wear just because it's like they have in NFL, they have a breast cancer awareness month where they make all the NFL players in October wear pink.
Right.
And I've never heard of anybody not wearing pink.
Right.
Can your employer do something to you if you say, nah, motherfucker, I'm not wearing that uniform?
No. The fuck? You don't want to wear a rainbow. You don't wear a fucking rainbow. What's the issue? I don't understand. I say this as a fucking lesbian. I don't want to wear a rainbow. Why should this straight Vlad from Russia have to wear a fucking rainbow to make everybody happy? Who fucking cares? He play hockey. You don't know? That's his concern, not wearing a fucking rainbow.
Who he play hockey for?
Philadelphia Flyers.
Ignore the team. Who he play hockey for?
What's the question?
I understand it's a team, but there's a guy who owns that team, right?
Probably.
You play hockey for him. He is the highest paying motherfucker in town. He's part of an organization that is the highest paying group of people in the world for your sport. And one of the perks even, this is a benefit as opposed to when you was in Little League, you got to wear the same jersey over and over. Now, every time you come to the field, come to the rink, you got a new jersey. And then one day you show up in the attire provided for you by Daddy Hockey God of Money. Happens to have a rainbow on it. You put that shit out there and get to ice skating, boy.
you
best get out there putting some pucks in some goals. Why do you care? If we decide to rebrand as the Philadelphia Rainbows, and we ain't got no gay dudes doing nothing weird. We ain't got
affiliation with anything.
No affiliation with the LGBT.
What did you call it?
The LGBT, the LGBTQ, LGBT. You gonna wear them rainbows, or you could just not play and not get paid. I ain't got no problem. You don't see them motherfuckers in and out going, you know what? The apron ain't really for me today. They put on the apron. They make $15 an hour. This hockey player gonna shut up, put that shit on for 45 minutes.
Shut the fuck up, or you ain't gonna be on that
I
ice.
don't agree. You can't turn people into a fucking monkey for your beliefs. Or whoever's fucking beliefs. You shouldn't be trying to appease anyone. If tomorrow you went in to teach, and they're like, by the way, Roscoe, it's a little good today. We need you to wear this rainbow tuxedo while you teach the kids. You wouldn't mind?
My next question would be, do I have to?
Yes.
That's the
point.
Well, according to your, that's your theory.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yeah. Do I? Could I get a different job today at a different school? So hang on. Is the answer still no? So then I still gotta wear. I should fuck up and wear it. I want to come to work tomorrow. And today is the most important predictor of working tomorrow.
Is today?
If I can end today with a job tomorrow, I know what I'm doing.
Are you wearing it or not?
Yeah. I'm
Would-
slapping that
would you
bitch on
be-
my forehead.
Would you be happy to then?
No. He ain't got to click his heels.
But he is fortunate enough to have a talent and be an athlete and be in the position where he gets to dictate and have agency over certain things in his life. If he doesn't want to fucking wear the thing, he shouldn't have to. His concern is putting a puck into a net, not being some sort of fucking flag for a community that he doesn't even necessarily support.
Well, he's got to stand for the American and Canadian national anthems every game, not a Russian national anthem. He wears a flag that says NHL, which is English for National Hockey League, and then it's got another fucking flag on it that's the American flag. He wears all kinds of shit he don't represent. If America and Russia go to war and then the Olympics come around, who you think he playing for? He ain't playing for us. He going back to Russia, which ain't a bad thing. No, I ain't got nothing against old Ivan or whatever the fuck his name is. But Ivan.
I don't know. EIEVAN.
Yeah, Evan. I ain't got nothing against him. And
IVA.
And I think it's cool if he want to sit out, but then whatever repercussions they have for missing work, you got to show up 82 days a year, player. 82. How many motherfuckers want a job making a couple $1 million a year show up 82 days a year at night for 60 minutes? Now, there's practice and sure all that, but that is what they pay you for. It ain't to be a good team. It's to go out on the ice, wear what they tell you to wear, and if that means they give everybody tutus this game, you gonna give Floyd wearing a tutu, player?
That's the lie. You ain't about to fucking ice skate no tutu. Get the fuck. You're a figure skater at that point. You're not a hockey player.
Exactly.
You're a figure skater.
Go make money playing hockey somewhere else.
If he could get on another team, he probably would.
If all the teams are making you wear tutus now, and the NHL pay 5 times what the next best paying league is, you don't think everybody gonna up and strap on a tutu?
I agree with you. It's not like a huge deal, but to me, it is the snowball to horrible things, right? Because first it starts with, put this on, and then you can't say this, and you're bending the will of someone for no fucking reason. My community is fucking everything up. I say it all the fucking time. They're 2 cents. I don't care if that guy was sitting here right now. I wouldn't have a fucking problem with him. He's his own human being. I'm my own human being. He should not have to bend his character or do anything to appease me in any way, and neither me to him. So I don't understand why any of this is fucking happening, and I don't support the rainbow flag.
You don't support the rainbow flag at all? Like, or just this jerk? Is that you being a lesbian? Have you ever worn the flag?
I mean, I did the little pin and
pin,
things on whatever, but to me, it's all show. It's all nonsense. That's not who I am. I am not a rainbow fucking flag. Okay, I'm a dyke who sometimes wants to shoot a shotgun, and then I also get a little girly and I want puppy cup. Like we're all this amalgamation of tons of shit. A flag does not represent this entire community, and a flag should not have to be pushed on to other people and literally shoved down a hockey player's fucking throat to make everyone happy.
If the flag did represent LGBTQ+, what color would the L's be?
Brown.
I don't think that's on the rainbow, but I like it. Why do you get Dookie Brown? Why do you get the color just brown?
It came to my mind because it's technically a color, but no one really thinks it's a color.
That's true.
Only
how you make brown? Is it yellow, orange, and black? How you make brown?
It's all the colors mixed together.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you don't remember in fucking elementary school, you go to painting class, you be like, I'm put some
I
purple and green and yellow and blue, and then it just makes brown. I'll be like, oh shit, foundation.
You got some straight up.
And I agree with you on the point that these organizations should not be in the business of policing the players' activity.
That's my point.
You're essentially getting hired to do a job. Outside of that job, you ain't got much to do with us. And I agree with that on a fundamental level. I say this to Reese all the time. The NFL be messing up nonstop with all these campaigns. In the mid-2010s, it was quit hitting women. Now it's end racism. But in both cases, they don't care.
Right.
Like, the organization doesn't
don't
care.
care.
It behooves them to say this,
Exactly.
which is the gross part about it.
Yeah.
But, like, for things like breast cancer awareness, where there's no controversy, right? It doesn't say nothing about your morals to be like, yay or nay breast. Well, it says something to be like, yay breast cancer.
Fuck them titties.
but say most people are against, all people are against it. and so there's no controversy. Do you got a problem with them strapping the breast cancer thing on players if the player don't want it?
I mean, to me, it's the same thing. If you want to wear it, cool. If you don't, fine. I don't fucking. You should not. They cannot be enforced onto people because what does that lead to?
Just more enforcement by the workplace. It's like
Yeah,
a government.
slippery
Completely agree.
Slippery slope.
So then, what about the uniforms? Period. What if they don't like something or they want to customize a uniform? What if you're the first gay linebacker, play for or lineman in the NFL, play for the Raiders? What if he wanted to put like the rainbow pin?
That's his choice.
But they ain't gonna let that happen right now.
Well, they don't
Is that
let,
wrong?
They don't let anybody wear pins or patches. But I get what you're saying. If he wanted to wear like, if everybody wore pink and he wanted, I don't know. What do you?
Yeah,
say?
my point is. So is it? Do you go the essentially? This is work. This is the work uniform. This is what I need to wear. My question is, if that's kind of your basis in that when they go to alter the work uniform, if you say, fuck that, you should have the ability to. Does that work in the opposite? If I'm the player and I want to express my love of hot dogs, and I just put a hot dog patch on my Raiders jersey, and then I go out and play, you think that should be allowed?
Absolutely not.
I don't think. No. It shouldn't. My whole thing with this initial scenario is the forcing of it. The forcing of the hand. The putting him up against the wall about putting on a fucking... That's the fucking problem.
And he's not targeted specifically, but he's the... Like you said, you can protest with your feet, and you can just walk and say, look, I'll see y'all on next game when y'all not require me to play this. So I don't know if he's getting punished or getting sanctioned or anything, but he definitely don't gotta wear it. It's not a month-long process or something. He could just say, my knee hurts.
Yeah. And if it's worth it to him, I think that's completely fair. And it's rude of the Flyers, the Philadelphia Flyers. If he came to them and said, hey, it's a personal thing, I'm a religious guy, I really ain't with this kind of stuff, I would rather sit than wear this jersey today. As a religious preference. If they then took that and made him go do a press conference, they are dirty. Because that's one of the fundamental ideas.
Well, but it's not under protocol. Everybody has to do press conferences. And him speaking, he only came out and said, this is my beliefs and next question. So he did it smoothly, but the media is going to, whether the owners or whatever or the league wanted them to ask the question or not, media is going to be the first one. Hey, bro, what's up with you not trying to wear that flag jersey, dog?
Yeah. But the whole thing is gross because even those media people, they don't give a fuck. No one actually gives a fuck. It's all this virtue signaling bullshit. Oh, we can go here. We can attack this. This will make money, blah, blah, blah. Because right now, being gay is trendy, right? But no one fucking cares. That's why this whole thing is so aggravating to me in the fucking first place. He shouldn't have to sit out if he doesn't want to wear the fucking jersey. He should be able to do his job as he's always done his fucking job. It shouldn't be taken away because you don't want to be a mascot for something you don't even fucking believe in. At least in my
I'm with you. No, I like both sides of it.
And technically, workplaces ain't allowed to discriminate based on religious preferences. And here's where I think there's kind of a flip. Athletes and entertainers are really two of the only jobs where your public persona is something that is bought and paid for, right? If you're Britney Spears and you got a Pepsi deal and you be caught drinking Coke, It's gonna be a problem, Brittany. It might be better, but you ain't get the money from them.
Stick with that Powerade contract. Don't drink this Gatorade, motherfucker.
100%.
Get your ass out of here.
And so if I, as a brand, the Flyers feel that it hurts them to have a public-facing figure that is anti something that in the current zeitgeist of America is a hot topic, you could see where they might inflict some kind of punishment. We just seen this with Kyrie and the Jews. Kyrie Irving, he's a basketball player. He posted like the title of a book. He was like, this is a good book. Posted the book. Like a page in the book got something, says something about the Jews. Everybody lost their minds.
Oh, of course. They're like, Kyrie posted Mein Kampf.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of shit. People are like, Kyrie hates the Jews. But I think the book was even saying something like, some black people are the original, like they're the first OG Jews. And so he was trying to be kind of like Kanye at a point, not the whole way like Kanye, but remember Kanye was out there being like, we are brothers, come on, we're the same Jews. And the Jews were like, no.
Kanye crazy. He's like, what up, cousin? They were like, what?
but all this to say that it's hot, it's in the zeitgeist. It's a big deal to the owner to have a major player who has a public persona have this happen. It kind of tanks his value to you, because his value is more than just playing basketball.
I get it. I see both sides. But even in that scenario, with this posting of whatever, text, he could have posted like a map of Arkansas and people would have found something wrong with it. Okay? People are going to find something wrong with everything nowadays. That's why I'm saying fuck all of it.
Yeah.
Unless you are actually like harming. Who is he harming?
Nobody.
Not putting on, exactly.
Not
Unless
putting on a jersey.
Harming someone.
Probably his team, if he's good.
Well, true. But if that's the sacrifice he's willing to make, it goes both ways, right? Because if he is great and the coach really need him, they gonna be like, hey man, fuck these rainbow jerseys. We want Evan on the team.
But I don't think they can. I don't know if they can do that. I get that would be ideal if you could just say, hey, we'll take a vote, but I'm pretty sure it's league wide.
And that's what happens when you have one federal organization forcing their will upon the common folk.
He's calling it NHL the government over here.
NHL the government. They is. So the
Everything's
NFL.
a government entity.
Everything's
So the
government.
UFC.
The NFL is motherfucking what are they? They tax free? Not tax free.
They're non-profit.
Non-profit.
But it don't take much to be a non-profit.
It don't take much. I think profit is what excludes you from that.
Well, yeah. That's the point. You just zero everything out. If you guys made money, just pay it to somebody, and then y'all ain't make no money.
My favorite thing about you is how much you hate the government. You walk by a Girl Scout cookies post, you be like, I don't give money to the government.
I love Samoas, but I don't give money to the government.
Is that where Girl Scout cookie go to the government? Shit.
They look like it.
Like, hold
You
on.
seen them outfits?
They're
look
on
like,
every corner, huh?
yeah, they look like government junior.
Big
Them
brother
motherfuckers
got
be
a
writing.
little sister, huh?
Yeah.
Big brother got a little sister.
It's true.
Big brother got a little sister. That's the surveillance apparatus of the United States.
Yeah.
Just the Girl Scouts. You ain't ever been to a meeting?
Nope.
Me
I don't know what they
neither.
talk about. It's classified.
Their meetings are in the Pentagon. Damn. Those
Bringing in
outfits,
that
I never
money.
thought about those outfits like that, though. That's true. Those look like DMV outfits.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
With it. All right. Well, shit. Y'all hear about y'all hear Stephen A. Smith went on the Sherry Shepherd show.
No, you just said a tongue
Stephen A.
twister.
Smith is correspondent he's what is he? I want to say a shock jock. Stephen A. Smith is a sports commentator. He comments on everything. One of the most famous ones out there. Him and Skip Bayless. He goes on a show, Sherry Shepherd show. I think it used to be called something else, but the Sherry Shepherd show goes on there, and they're talking about Rihanna doing the Super Bowl performance. So everybody's up in arms because he said, I think she's spectacular, but the bitch ain't Beyonce. He didn't say bitch, but he said she ain't Beyonce. Like, is that a bad, if you say, hey, you're good to a person, you say you're good, but you're not, yeah, now that I'm saying it out my mouth, that's bad as fuck. Hey, you're great, but you're not, KFC great. Your chicken's good, but it ain't KFC. Is that wrong?
No.
I mean, it's rude if you say it to a person, but it ain't rude if you say it about a person. You could be like, hey, Eminem, great, not the greatest. You could say that.
He ain't Jay-Z.
What? Yeah, sure. He ain't Jay-Z. Whoever, Lil Wayne. He ain't Lil Wayne. But at the same time, if Eminem's sitting right there, for me to go, hey, bro, you know you're good. But you ain't no Lil Wayne. That's a totally different thing to do to somebody. And Stephen A. Smith is half right. Rihanna ain't all that, ain't a bag of chips. She pretty cool. She all that.
She ain't dropped shit in 7 years.
She ain't yet. She be doing Fendi, getting fat, hanging out with A$AP Rocky, going to Sweden, being in jail. You know what Rihanna been up to.
What's she go to jail for?
Being with A$AP in Sweden. No, A$AP went to jail in Sweden.
I think he shot. A$AP got into a fight or shit. No, he got a gun charge. He got a motherfucking gun. He had a gun charge. I think he was out there Tory Lanez in it.
In Sweden or recently?
Yeah, he was out there.
Yeah, it ain't good.
When you A$AP, he said, "I'll be there as soon as my name hits your mouth."
A$AP. But.
So him being a commentator, him being a sports commentator and going on the show, they gotta expect.
It's like Howard Stern being like, Nancy Drew was the worst movie I ever saw. It's like, if you Nancy Drew, you can't be upset. It's fucking Howard Stern. It's what he do. This Stephen A. Smith, when Donald Cerrone fought Conor McGregor lit Donald Cerrone up, messed him up. Stephen A. Smith came out and said, I think Donald threw in the towel. So he's just gonna say stuff like this. He's half wrong, because Beyonce ain't that good. Rihanna definitely better than Beyonce.
At what?
At everything. What you mean?
Not performing.
At performing.
Get the fuck out of here. Bruh. Have you what?
At singing. At modeling. She's got a bigger forehead. She's got all the attributes of a superior woman to Beyonce. And yet we're playing around like Beyonce's anything. Listen, Beyonce look like Serena Williams. Okay? She about 6'4", 215.
I'm following.
Juice, bro. Beyonce on as much TRT as Joe Rogan.
I love that. I love the effort you're giving with your point. It's completely wrong and completely false, but I like the effort. I enjoy the effort in your situation. Get the fuck out of here. You ride for Rihanna for no reason. You got an album in there, don't you? That
I
you
do love Rihanna.
It's a Beyonce hang out with Jocko Willink.
Beyonce, the only person who made David Goggins. God damn.
That's a bad
I
day.
don't think I can do it.
I don't know who's better at performing, but that's a fucked up day.
That's disgusting. I think you should be able to give constructive criticism to people. Rihanna got a lot of money to cry into if it hurt her feelings. Okay, someone should be able to go.
I think she got more
you
than
good,
Beyonce.
and then he gave her a compliment. You good, but you ain't that.
He said spectacular.
You see, even better than
That's
I
a
thought.
better
That's
word
even
than
nicer
good.
than I would give her.
What would you give her?
I'd be like, you all right? Okay.
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, exactly. Bitch ain't working a decade. Sorry,
Yeah.
I can't attest to anything new that you've done. But if I showed up somewhere and someone was like, "You funny, you ain't no Chappelle, but you funny," I'd be like, "Oh my god, thank you." They didn't even have to give me the compliment. Stop crying. Why is everyone
Would,
crying?
in
all
your
the time?
mind, would you go, "Damn, motherfucker had to say nothing about Chappelle. We weren't even talking about Chappelle. I thought we were talking about me."
Is that what you would do
You
in your
gonna
mind?
mention no, but that's thought. I mean, that's human nature. You go, what the fuck Dave Chappelle got to do with me?
It's not in my nature.
It's like somebody coming up to you and going, "Hey man, my friend thinks you're terrible, but I like you."
I like your
They're
shit.
like, what? The fuck they got to do with anything?
Hey man, I didn't book you this though. What'd you
Oh,
tell me?
dude, I had a guy and he said, "Hey man, sorry I ain't book you for this show. I was gonna hit you after I hit different guy, but then he accepted."
Okay.
That was the conversation.
Why do you need to tell me that?
Except that you were the plan B.
No, I didn't need to know. What
There's
what
no-
purpose could you ever have in telling me? Why would an employer ever call you back and go, "Hey, you almost got the job. Almost, you were right there. It ain't yours. Don't go getting too excited."
Flip it. If the employer walks over and says, "If you almost got the raise, but we gave it to somebody else," would you? You would want to know that. If you lost, you'd be like, "Damn it, I was next. Damn it, I was next."
Don't
you wouldn't
tell
wanna
me
know?
shit.
You wouldn't want to know.
I don't need to know that I'm doing good. I do good. I need to know if I'm killing it or nothing. Don't tell me shit or tell me this is okay.
Uh-huh. If you go,
I just
You could tell me. You could tell me a diss. You could come straight up to my face and go, "Hey, what you got? Trash." I'll accept that. I'll take it on the chest and I'll contemplate it. I'm gonna think about that all night and be like, maybe.
uh-huh.
But if you come up to me with a fake compliment, it ain't gonna go good.
Fake compliment.
I have a question. Was Rihanna offended by this, or are people just like
Ain't
that?
nobody
Was
heard
fucked
from
up?
me, Rihanna. Rihanna don't fucking say nothing. We ain't gonna hear from her till the Super Bowl.
So this is just people being like, that was fucked up.
Yeah, this is the internet.
Well, you know, Brian from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
His wife Rihanna, she disappeared.
She gone.
She gone.
She gone.
Can we get Brian here? I want to talk.
Dude, video chat Brian from jail. I will pay the collection fees.
Collection fee. If you give me $100,000 for his $1 million bond, I can get him here. I can
No,
get
we
him
can
here.
FaceTime him through jail.
Yeah, we
Zoom.
can get him right
Zoom.
on there.
Let's zoom Brian.
Let's zoom
If-
Brian.
If I were him, I would stop accepting electronic conversations. I would stay off jail shit.
We could do all the talking. He could just nod or
He
shake.
should have
We could
learned.
be like, "Brian, you did not kill your wife."
He should have learned from Tory Lane. Stay off that fucking jail
Right.
phone.
Yeah, just never talking again. He's gonna
Right.
do Morse code with his eyes. Damn.
What Nat? What's your favorite thing about stand up?
Shouting truths that I keep otherwise buried during the day into drunk strangers' faces.
Shouting it right to their face.
Right in the face. I don't gotta be PC. I don't gotta worry about no one's feelings because it's all a joke. But a lot of these jokes are just truths I have that need
the
to be
truths
spoken.
you have that you spit out.
Yeah. Like that joke I had about bitches who recycle and then claim to be friendly to the earth, and even though their closet is made by Taiwanese babies fondling twine and shit, and they act like they care about the world. And my version of being eco-friendly is to throw those people into a volcano. Ha 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 ha
Throw
ha.
them right into a
Yeah,
vault.
zero waste, right? Ha ha, funny joke. No, that's a plan.
That's a good
That's
plan.
something I want to do. You know?
That might be the best. Throwing a person in a volcano, I guarantee, is the best way to get rid of a body. And
Brian should have been
Google didn't
listening.
tell you that.
We need to call Brian.
Hey, fly to Hawaii. Take about 6 bags with you. You hike her up already.
Need
Put
a
her in the
helicopter, go up
bags.
to the top, drop it off.
She ain't cremated yet.
I think they're I think they found what was remains of the incinerator. Also,
He bought an incinerator.
I don't know where he
Let
got
the
one
man
from.
off.
If you buy, I don't even. Incinerator is just something that something that sets you on fire. An incinerator, but is it the cremation thing? Is that an incinerator as well?
I mean, you just cremate a body by burning that.
Yeah, can't you put like a body in a barrel?
Yeah, you just do whatever you
burn
want.
it.
Just
Yeah,
set
you
it all
gotta
on
use
fire.
chemicals. You gotta watch Breaking Bad, figure out what chemicals he used, put the body in a barrel, put a little bit of chemicals in there, close it up, put it in Lake Mead like everybody else. It's not that difficult.
Right.
There's bodies they found from 1956. They still don't know who did it.
They ain't gonna blink an eye when it's a fresh one.
His body looked too new.
I mean, like the mafia got this body in the 40s. It has an iPhone in his hand. It's like, well, excuse me.
What's your least favorite thing about stand-up comedy?
When they talk back.
Hecklers.
Yeah, for me, this is like a dictatorship. This is not like an open forum. This is me telling you about the world through my eyes. You shut your mouth.
Don't say a
Take
damn
it in.
thing.
You take it. We're not having a chat. I'm teaching you something. You know.
I like that. You sit back and you say, "Don't." The fourth wall's real with you.
Yeah. That's why I sit in the chair, right? I like the chair. It's like talking to your principal. It's not no back and forth. I'm letting you know your progress.
I've never seen stand-up done with a chair and a bench. You just put a little desk in front of you. You really be a principal. You really be a principal up there, sitting up there,
Then
or
I
a
become
podium. Can you stand up
podium.
behind a podium?
I like the podium.
Yeah. You just stand there.
Yeah. I mean, the bench turned me into Jimmy Fallon, but a podium, a fucking podium, that's Judge Judy territory. Someone's getting sentenced. Yeah.
To the volcano.
That's the punishment. Damn, that's a rough way to go.
Yeah.
What was I watching? The 100 show on Netflix
Good.
about the future dystopian planet where people go up because that we have messed the earth up so bad. So the last 100 people are up on Earth, and they come down. What was I talking about?
The 100.
Yeah, but what about them? Oh, how they get rid of a body. You know how they get rid of a body on the ship? They
Pigs.
just open the door
Yep,
and let them
let
out,
it out.
into space.
Bang. I love that show.
They just disappear.
You never seen that show? It's fantastic.
They just drop them out
They-
into space.
They're in a
Jettison
big ass
them motherfuckers
spaceship.
out
They
of
just
there.
open it. They put them in. They put them in a room by themselves. They open the little doors.
Talk about eco-friendly. I love
That
it.
ain't even, that ain't even really killing them, in my opinion. If you survive, you survive.
Sandra Bullock, she survived it.
You right. You think you decompose in space?
No. Because the reason you decompose is little things eat you.
I thought it was
There ain't,
air.
There ain't no little things to eat you.
What would happen to you then? You just like air fry in space? What happened?
I think you would like marshmallow.
Well,
Like in marshmallow in a vacuum, you just go.
yeah.
Like the reverse of what happens on the bottom of the ocean or whatever. How we
Do you
collapse.
implode?
I think we collapse
Yeah.
in. So in space we tear
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you like you
Because
keep,
you need this gravity to keep you together.
Mm-hmm. Which one would you rather do?
if you had to die in
Yeah.
deep sea or in space, drowning is a motherfucking like. I'm not about to drown.
It's my worst fears, man.
I'm not about to
What you
drown.
mean? You ain't even got to drown. If this theory is they either drop you off deep ocean or drop you off deep space,
Yeah, right.
I'm definitely taking ocean.
You rather just get shot out of the submarine at the bottom of the
Because
ocean?
I'm going to get crushed like that.
Crushed.
Yeah, you get crushed.
Crushed.
Everybody been in the deep sea in the water. Ain't nobody died in space. I'd rather die where no man has ever died before.
Iconic. I like it.
He died. Where did he go? Like if prisoners on death row had execution choice, I guarantee they pick his space.
I don't know how fast space is.
That's my problem. I don't know how quick the death is.
And I know it's
fast?
hot and cold. Like if you're behind
Oh,
something, you'll freeze to death. If if you got clear view of the sun, you'll just get boiled alive.
Yeah, but you're in space. In water, you don't know if you're in a little bitty tiny tub or a big ass ocean. If you in space, you at least get to see something.
You just brought up the point. My reason I'm struggling with this is what am I gonna see before I die? And down under the water, am I gonna see Cthulhu with 10-foot red eyes glaring at me right before I die? Or in space, am I finally gonna meet like some cool ass alien right before I die? And then I'm like, oh, now I can't hang. I'm dying.
Now, they say shoot for the moon, you'll land in the stars, and now y'all don't want to land in the stars.
See, I think I could accurately describe what the last moment of each would be.
What am I gonna say?
Okay, you get dropped off in the bottom of the ocean. Ready? Ready? The door's open. You're just dead.
Hold on, that was too quick. Start that.
I know. You're just dead.
Your Honor.
You got crushed. You dead. Okay. And then space, you ready? This is my estimation of space. You get pushed out. You go. Is that the?
That's better. That's a better death to me.
Why is that better?
Because you get to see something. You don't get to tell nobody about it, but you get to see
Bro,
something special.
your eyes are gonna come back into orbit and shoot down into Earth.
I can't open my eyes in water. I ain't gonna be able to see shit.
Pitch black.
You ain't gonna open nothing that deep. You gonna get closed.
Yes, it's true, but I'm definitely not. Take me up. You like that's the thing. You get to walk on death row. You get to walk through the cell. You get to walk past everybody like just the line. Dead man walking. You want to hear that when you about to go out. I want to get me up there. Open the door.
Did I just hear you say you want to hear people shit talking?
Yeah,
as
exactly.
you die?
I want the heckler.
You're going to be on the way up and you're going to be like, Houston, I ran out of toothpaste. They're like, good, you smelly ass motherfucker. Get out of there. Dead man.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You next, motherfucker. That's not a threat. They just told me. You just continue. That's not a best way to go. Don't nobody want to fucking go. What the old leather when they used to do the electric chairs? You get the old leather thing, the sponge on your head, and you just sitting there while everybody in the lab, like you think it's like a doctor visit. You just sitting there. I don't want to do that.
So you're trying to make enemies on the way out?
What?
Like you want? Like
if I'm getting the doors anyway, I've clearly already made an enemy. There's no such thing as not.
He walked onto the spaceship. Just, hey, get a look at these for the last time.
There used to be, there was a newspaper about or a movie about a guy in the old days talking about, and when he was supposed to be this big guy, and he ended up getting killed by the like death row. And in the paper was like, and he squirmed and he screamed and he scratched and he cried all the way there. And people were like, oh, he's not the real person that he said he was. That motherfucker fought to the end. You're supposed to fight. If in my opinion, if you not clawing and scratching and trying not, like, I'm going to be on the ship. Don't think they just going to open the door. They going to have to pry me off because I'm going to be freaking hanging the fuck on. Get me. You want to come with me? You know what's out here.
I feel like you pushed someone out before you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really killed. What they going to do? Really kill me for that? That's your ass this time. It's been my ass. I feel like you got to go out talking shit.
You a degenerate.
Yep. Yes. And you coming with me. Handcuff me with her.
I just want to do what's least embarrassing. I feel like Under the Ocean is less embarrassing. That's more like mystical and fantastic, and there will be legends written about me and things that I haunt the oceans like a mermaid.
Honorable.
Up in space, that's just embarrassing. Like people watch. I don't want anyone to see me.
You ain't gonna do no Elon Musk Mars missions?
Nah, I don't trust anything Elon do. He couldn't even make me a sandwich. I would not trust him.
You wouldn't trust Elon for a sandwich?
I don't trust him at all.
It just got good here. It just got nice to live on Earth. Now we're trying to leave. We just got free food and apartments and running water and shit. And now Elon like, yeah, this ain't good enough for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go build a dome on Mars. Peace.
See, I mean, damn, how would you really know? They could really take you up in a plane, put you in a simulation, make you think it's been 3-4 years, bring you right back down.
You see?
And bless you. Right back down into a man-made bubble that's landed right here in the desert. You think you dying over there in Mars, but you really just an experiment dying on Earth.
Elon is a pyramid scheme. Then you going to Mars. He put a fucking Oculus Rift on your face. And then you come
Oculus.
back down.
What's the Oculus? Is that the name of the?
No, it's those VR headsets. Oculus Rift. Yeah, he'll just slap one of those on you for 3 days.
And have you thinking that you? But
Have you thinking you're traveling?
is there an alternative? If you have, they said space, it got to be extreme. What do we say? Volcano, space, or bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
No, I think those are the three. Would you ever take volcano?
Take space before volcano. My biggest fear in death ain't dying. My biggest fear is being afraid before I die. And when you fall the whole way down, I guarantee you going, oh, this is the last fall. This is the last couple seconds.
This shit is fun.
As the French say,
I don't think it's gonna be fun.
You don't think so?
Clothes
No.
are gonna be roasting off of you while you're alive, getting dropped into the volcano.
Oh, that's the volcano.
Yeah,
We talk falling though.
Falling from what?
Oh, so you're saying the fall into the volcano?
into the
Yeah.
volcano, but even falling, period. If you told me you was gonna drop me into a volcano and I was gonna die being in the middle of a volcano, just getting crushed and getting burned, I would take that because it's gonna be quick over falling. Especially if you're gonna drop me from a plane. We gonna be 30,000 feet. I got a minute to contemplate this fall.
Yeah.
That sucks, bro. I always go back to this, but there was a famous guy who died in a helicopter crash, right? And I always think that's a terrible way to go, because the whole time you just are spinning knowing it's gonna end bad.
Right.
So you got 25 seconds of just holy shit.
If you're not bouncing off against the shit while you're spinning out
That
there.
whole time you're thinking, holy shit.
Yeah.
But then if you get dropped in the ocean, you dead.
The noise.
Boom. Easy.
Ocean, they never find your body.
Never find you.
Volcano,
you
they
got-
never find your body. Space,
No.
they never find your body.
Well, there might be a stranger with a telescope watching.
They start naming you like you a shooting star.
Yeah. He died amongst the stars.
Ubuline 0.74 makes another rotation around her.
I feel like there's
Damn.
too many variables in space. Like, I don't want to be out there and then an alien picks up my body, makes me like a stuffed animal.
That's exactly what I want. What do you mean? That's exactly what I want. Put me on display in space, not on Earth, not no Egyptians or Catholics or none of that shit that they be doing. But I want me on display
Dude.
in space as the best human specimen
Really?
they have.
You trying to be Laterna to some alien? You
That's
just want to be a
exactly-
head floating in their
That's-
condo?
That's exactly what I
Would
want.
you do it if they brought you back and made you perform? They bring you back and they say, hey, you going to live another 100 years. But every day, you going to wake up and dance.
Everybody gotta die. Everybody gotta die.
How many days are you performing? Hi.
I know, motherfucker.
How many days?
As an alien performer,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
You would take alien performer. Would you take general reincarnation? Would you be happy living another life, but I as you? It just continues.
Well, go deeper. You said, would I be happy living another life as me?
So say you die, and then whatever state you die in, they bring you back, and then you live another 100 years. But it ain't gonna be Earth. Maybe you live with the fish in the bottom of the ocean. Maybe you be living with the aliens. Maybe you're a cow. Maybe you're a whole nother. But you remember.
You remember that you were a human?
You remember this whole life, and you just walking around.
Would I enjoy that?
Would you take it? Your choice is nothing or another life knowing you were you.
Knowing that's deep. That's deeper than just the surface, because it, like, a lot of people believe in reincarnation, and a lot of people have the essence and energy like they've been here before.
Yep.
So if I came back, I ain't coming back as nothing less than a human, dog. Like, I'll become a porpoise, but that's about it. I'm not coming back as anything. If I'm a cow, though, I ain't about to get eaten by the people I used to be. I want to be something new. Like, I want to be the human of the sea.
Okay.
A porpoise.
A dolphin.
I would take it. But knowing what I know, ain't shit I can do. I ain't about to just hop out the ocean and be like, hey, you know I used to be in this family, right? I used to live here.
You think your game would work on dolphin women?
How do they make them flipper noises? Absolutely. I get all them motherfuckers. They have, you know that dolphins have dialect? Different
sure.
pods of dolphins have different dialect for whatever pod they are.
That's what you would say about humans, right? You came down from space, you would go, oh, these little ant things that build shit, they got different ways of talking.
The ones over here wear flip-flops and sandals. The ones over here, barefoot. I'm with it. Would you come back? We talk about reincarnation and coming back. If you were to come back as an animal, what animal would you come back on knowing that you lived the life that you were living now?
I get to remember being human.
You
get to
have
remember.
to. In some
He
ways,
said
it's a
have.
curse.
Oh my god, I don't want to.
Would you take blackness at the end of life? You're just dead?
Yeah, no, this is Etch a Sketch. We're shaking it. Got rid of that shit. Now I'm an orca whale.
But the way you say that, the art on it, the frame is the same. If the Etch a Sketch is the soul, and what you draw on it is the body, you shaking it, getting rid of the body, your soul still goes somewhere else. We about to just draw you as a
Orca whale.
orca. Damn it.
I want to figure out the whales. I want to figure out what they talking about. All that. I want to know that. I want to know what that means.
The blue whale can vibrate. If you swim next to a blue whale, it can make enough noise to vibrate your body to death.
It's like a sub.
Dang.
That's a bad way to go. Whatever that.
Yeah.
You just, what the fuck is this?
That's dope
You just
as fuck.
vibrate and then you die. That's a bad way to go. See, y'all talking about my ocean shit. I mean my spaceship, but y'all ocean shit. You might die from a whale vibration.
That's what's
No.
dope about the ocean.
Not as deep as I'm going. There ain't no whales where I'm getting let out of the submarine. Ain't a single whale ever visited. It's the depths of hell down there.
Stoned or eaten by insects.
Don't. Eating by insects is embarrassing as fuck.
What is that?
Fuck. Bunch of ants ate me up. What was I doing? You kind of deserve it if you get eaten by insects.
Dying at that time.
How accurate are the throwers?
And they're little rocks. You got
You didn't tell me
kids.
that.
I mean, yes, but I didn't tell you what kind of insect ate you either.
What kind of insect is it?
I don't know, but I saw a praying mantis was on a fucking hummingbird like feeder. And it was just sitting there waiting, and a hummingbird came and it snatched that motherfucker by the beak. It just put both of the arms out, grabbed it by the beak, pulled it there, and was killed it and ate it.
I didn't realize they were that strong.
I didn't either. But hummingbirds don't weigh, I think, the size of a dime. But he grabbed it by the beak. If you watch it this slow, he grabbed it and pulled it down.
So fucked up. Imagine a creature was gonna eat you, grabbed you by your face.
It just said, "Get your ass over here."
You know them praying mantises go home at night going, them weak boned ass birds. You just snatch them by the nose. Get them. You gonna tear their head off.
It waited there too. Like that's
So-
Yeah, like a stalker. I don't like that.
So is my choices big praying mantis that rip my head off,
Yeah.
or little inaccurate kids throwing pea gravel?
Yep.
No question. Easy answer. Take my head, praying mantis. Every time. It's just gonna pick me up. I'm gonna go, huh, and then it's gonna bite my head off. Cool.
No, you gotta have it's a lot of praying mantises. We talk about you as of now, not you as a hummingbird. When you come back, we already know what you're coming
you
back
just said
as.
one big praying mantis.
No, did I say one big?
You agreed to it. I said it. You agreed.
Well, shit. That's why you write shit in paperwork, folks. You get your shit in documentation.
Don't believe him. He a tricky motherfucker. Twisting shit up, talking all this shit.
We gonna find out. Ain't shit getting cut. This is live.
Run
As
the
soon
tape.
as tomorrow, I'm gonna find out. But yeah, little pebbles by kids, because that's gonna take forever. But you get more life.
Of getting beat to death? That's great. I really hope I get to live my death as long as possible.
Can I switch the insect?
Yes.
Because okay, You ever see the first Mummy?
No movie.
Dude, yeah, with Brandon Fraser. They go, they're in the pyramids or whatever, and they have like these guides with them or whatnot, and they go down into this basement where I think it's like a vase or something. It breaks open, and there's like these scarab beetles, like this big, like fucking like a silver dollar kind of size, and they like just attach onto this dude and burrow into his skin, and then you just see it kind of just eat him from the inside out. If it's that, I would do that.
The way you described it and the way you just agreed to it, or there's a catch in there somewhere. You would take scarab beetles in your body.
Under the skin, they were like going up through his neck and into his face, and eating his eyeballs from the back, and he's it was beautiful.
Think that's what meth addicts like think is going on under their skin. They don't have anything. They tear the things because they.
Yeah, but imagine you get to be right. You can do meth and be right. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not fucking with you, giant praying menace, man. I'm not fucking with you. Scarab beetle lady, get the fuck out
Scarab
of here.
beetle, man. That's a dramatic way to die. It's cool. Some people gonna remember. You know.
Hey, is there any poison? Can I just get stung by something and
You
like
get stung by. That's embarrassing.
whatever's
dude.
point it was, man? You know, I'm getting from you that you don't want an embarrassing death.
That's what it comes down to.
You want an admirable death. You want to die with dignity. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't want to die with pain or fear, and you want to die with dignity.
Yeah, like if my death is embarrassing enough to be like a 4-part Netflix series, I'm gonna be real sad. No one should be talking about it for that long.
They don't want you want them to. Well, but you gotta have people talking about you when you're gone. That's true, but you didn't say they gotta talk about why you're gone.
I just want it to be like this mystical. I want to be turned into a folklore. I don't want to be like a TMZ article.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Night raised the flags at Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
I see that. You want to die with dignity.
Caribbean spirit, Natasha Francois has been haunting the bottom of the oceans for centuries. That's cool.
You want to be
Natasha Francois tripped in front of a bus. Embarrassing.
The dread pirate Francois found at the bottom of a lake in Vietnam.
Yeah.
You're down with that? Yeah.
That's cool.
I want to be turned into a tree.
Of course you would. You just got stung by a boa constrictor.
Mm-hmm. So you could take a body. Well, I don't know if this is what, and they put it in that like sack. They just put you in a sack with dirt, and they plant a tree in you. So when the tree is growing, you turn into the nutrients for the tree, and technically, you're now a tree.
Oh, you want a foolproof way to make sure you remember being a person and get to live another long life? You're going to be a tree, bro. You're just going to be sitting there going, man, I remember when I used to get pussy.
Yeah, but now I'm giving fruit. You ain't never seen the giving tree?
Yeah, I seen the giving tree. Looked like a hard life.
It was a hard life.
Lonely.
He died as a stump, but he was still a seat for a friend.
This giving tree thing sounds gay. I don't know what it
It's
is.
It's a tree. It was a tree I think a man planted, and the man kept visiting this tree every summer, every fall, every season to get things from the tree. Like it would get fruit, like the apples. It would go over there and get leaves for shelter. It would get a resting place for shade. And eventually, towards the end of the book, he eventually needed wood, and he got to chop it. So the giving tree gave everything.
So you want to be some guy's bitch as a tree?
No, I want to be a tree that don't get cut down. Global warming, but I don't know. I want to get turned into a tree.
You know that Russian hockey player protested the giving tree.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was he there?
They were gonna read it, and he said, "None of this gay shit on my watch."
I am a taking tree. I do not leave.
It's just got a little slot in the middle of it. It vacuums. You just get shit closer.
The taking tree.
Damn. There's 3,000 wallets in the stump of the tree. That'd be beautiful.
That tree
Can
ballin'.
you give us that accent again?
Russian accent.
To say the taking, I can't.
The
The
taking.
taking three.
I'm a taking 3.
I like that. Well, before we get out of here, this has been a great episode. Thank you. Before we get out of here, I don't got nothing to say, so I'm gonna kick it to my guest. Nat, where can they find you?
They can find me at Comedic Cunt with a K, on Instagrams and on the YouTubes at Nat and Roscoe. And that's it. Find me in the street sometimes.
Find you at the street. Roscoe, where
if-
can they find you?
If you're ever jumping the wall in my apartment complex, I will tell you the easiest way to get in. Okay? If you ever need that. I am Roscoe Witherspoon. You can find me at Roscoe Reacts on Instagram, Twitter, but I don't tweet. And then Nat and Roscoe on YouTube. I got Roscoe Reacts on YouTube as well. But Nat and Roscoe, she plugged it, I plugged it. Go watch it. If you want more of these shenanigans, and you know you do, it's the opposite of therapy.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Another episode tomorrow. Peace.